Hi, it's Alexis Hasselberger, time management and productivity coach. Now, if you're anything like me, you are looking forward to the summer. Maybe you even have a vacation planned. Maybe you're going to the beach. Maybe you're going someplace far flung. Maybe you are taking a staycation and you just want to relax. But no matter what, if you are taking a vacation anytime, not just in the summer, I bet there's one thing you don't want to do on that vacation, and that is to work or to even be thinking about work because it's not really a vacation if you are doing work or thinking about work the whole time, or even really for part of the time. So, I want to share with you today 5 strategies that I have that are tried and true that I have been using for years and years, that my clients are using as well, that will help you to be able to take an actually, truly unplugged vacation this summer or anytime in the future. Okay, so here we go. The first one is that you are going to want to communicate about your vacation early and often. So, as soon as you know that you're going on vacation, just start sliding that into conversation, right? You're not going to be bragging about where you're going or whatever, but you're just going to be like, oh, yeah, remember, I'm going to be out from these dates, right? You're going to block it off in your calendar so that people don't try to put meetings on your calendar during that time. You're going to make sure that there is no one on your team that doesn't know that you are going to be out and when you're going to be out so that they can get you or get the things they need from you before you leave. So that's the first one. Communicate early and communicate often. Make sure that people know that you will not be around, right? Don't set the expectation that you're going to be checking your email on that vacation. Now, the second thing that we can do is to block off the afternoon right before you leave. So, your last day in the office, right as soon as you know that you have a vacation planned, block that afternoon off. And what you're going to do is use that last afternoon to tie up any loose ends. Because you know what? Even if you do your very best to communicate with everybody that you're going to be gone and they should get what they need from you, like well before you leave and blah, 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 you know what's going to happen? Some people aren't going to get the message or they're going to have last minute requests anyways. And you don't want to be working until 8 p.m. on the night before you leave for vacation. Maybe you still have to pack. So set aside that afternoon, block it off, make sure you don't have any meetings scheduled then, and use that time to tie up any loose ends. Make sure that you're getting your project status updates out to whoever needs to know. Make sure that when you leave the office that day, things are wrapped up and feeling good and that you have had that time to make that happen. Right? Okay. Number 3, make an effective out of office reply. Make sure that for email, for Slack, for Teams, for your voicemail, even I know who gets a voicemail these days, but still, right? You want to have an effective out of office reply. What do I mean by effective? Why do I keep saying that? Well, you want to make sure that your out of office reply does a couple of things. One, you want to set expectations that you're not checking email. So you can say, hey, I'm on vacation. I'll be away from my inbox. I will be back, whenever you'll be back. And I love this is like a pro tip. Don't say, I'll be back and I'll get back to you on Monday the 18th. Say, I will get back to you the week of the 18th or whatever. Give yourself a little extra leeway, a little extra time, just in case you don't get back to everyone on that Monday. You don't want to set yourself up for disaster there. So leave that out of office reply that says, I'm away. I'll get back to you the week of whatever. And if you have someone who's covering for you or people that, someone could go to in your absence, make sure to put their contact information in there. Now, of course, make sure they agree to this, right? Don't just send people to other people without having told them that you were going to do so. But if it's, there's a clear path in your office that, oh, this person is going to take over for you while you're gone, or, in your absence, this person does this and this person does this, put that in the out of office reply so that people can get their questions answered or whatever they need while you're gone, right? So that you're not setting yourself up to come back to all of the work falling on you when you return. Now, the fourth thing that you can do is really something about, resisting that urge to check on things, right? So turn off your notifications for email, for Slack, for all that stuff. Now, maybe you've already done this, right? And I highly suggest once you turn them off, you never turn them back on again, right? But if they're still on, if you still have notifications on for email, Slack, etc., turn them off. Make sure that you are not going to be getting pinged and dinged while you're on vacation. Now, if you want to go a step further, because sometimes it's hard not to check, right? Even though I don't check email on vacation, like sometimes it's hard not to. I got to fight with myself, right? And so what you can do is you can just temporarily delete those apps from your phone, right? You're probably not going to have your laptop, with you on your beach vacation anyways, right? Or I hope not, but turn off the notifications and maybe even delete the apps. You can Put Slack back on your phone when you're back in the office, but make it a little harder for yourself to check in. It'll be easier for you to enjoy what you're doing if you don't have to resist that temptation. It's so much easier for us to remove temptation than it is to resist it. And then the last thing, the fifth and final thing that you can do to help ensure that you have a truly unplugged vacation and that you're not coming back to just a mountain of insurmountable work that makes it feel like what was the point of the vacation, anyways, is to block off on your calendar as soon as you know you're taking a vacation, the first day back in the office. Now, maybe you can't do that because you already have recurring meetings. So block off, whatever amount of time you need. Maybe it's sometime on Monday and sometime on Tuesday or whatever. But block off a significant amount of time for when you get back into the office so that nobody can set meetings with you during that time. And what you're going to do is use that time to get back to inbox zero-ish, right? To process the emails that have come in. If you're not at inbox zero, like, don't worry about it, right? Just basically get through all the emails that came in while you were out, right? The nice thing I find is that a lot of this stuff will be resolved. People will have already resolved it by the time you return. There won't be that much, right? It'll look like a lot, but a lot of it you'll see like, somebody's answered it in your absence. Fantastic. And you are going to make sure that any work, any new work that came in, any status updates, any project updates, you're going to get that incorporated into your task list so that on your first or second day back after your vacation, you're already caught up, right? You've protected that time to get caught up because the alternative is what we usually do. And this is that we spend the next several weeks digging ourselves out of the vacation hole, right? We try to tackle it little by little. And what this does is it makes us really stressed for a really long time. It makes us feel like, why? Why did I even take that vacation? Maybe I shouldn't in the future. Maybe it's easier if I just keep working. And that's not the answer, right? But if you block off this time, if you protect it in advance, then what happens is that you are able to get back on track really quickly. I think of this as short-term pain versus long-term pain. Like, is it going to be fun? No, right? Is it going to be fun to go through thousands of emails, hundreds of emails? No. But is it going to be better to do it all in a day or two than to do it in after hours blocks for weeks on end and still feel like you're missing something? Absolutely, yes. Okay. So these are the 5 tips that I want to share with you. And if you have got a vacation planned this summer, it is not too late to start these things. Just start doing it, start doing whatever you can. If you are going out on vacation tomorrow, great. Just block off the day that you get back, right? Just do whatever you can. You don't have to be a completist about it, but do whatever works. I will say that recently one of my clients told me that she just started a vacation and she said, I used your vacation planning template. I used these tips and I feel so much less stress going out on this vacation than I ever have in the past. She said that by about 3 p.m. on the day that she was, the last day in the office, she already was looking around thinking, I got everything wrapped up. Like everything that I have scheduled is for when I get back from vacation. And she was feeling almost even a little guilty. Like, what should I do? And I said, take off early, right? Start your vacation a little bit early, right? So this is what I want to leave with you because I know that summer is already here and you're already probably taking some time off. So let's make it easier on you to take that time off, to actually unplug, to come back really rested, having enjoyed that vacation, and then, get back into work when you get back. Now, if you like this kind of content, if you want to see it in your feed, then I would love if you can do a couple of things. One, hit that like button right now so that we know that you like this and you want more of this kind of thing. And also make sure to subscribe so that this is in your feed every single week.
Hi, it's a video editor here. I'm here to tell you that only about 14% of you guys are subscribed, so it'd be a big deal if you were to subscribe. Thank you.